All right. Um, Let me explain the job scope or the outline. How the job or the article will flow. We are writing on skills. Okay, it's about skills, and there are several skills you are going to be writing on. So it's all about skills. Have that at the back of your mind. You are writing on skills. Skill acquisition, entrepreneurship is the focus of these articles. So the article comprises 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections. The whole of this is one section. This is another section, the third section, the fourth section, and this is the fifth section. So it is a 5-piece article setup. So the first section, in more or less kind of the introduction section of the article, is going to be the overview, and that is going to capture these subheadings. You focus on what the skill is about. What is this skill about? Now, you don't have to rack your brain so much because all the information that you need is online. So you go on Google. You can, let's say you want to write on maybe welding skill. Okay, you just go on Google and type what is welding about. So Google is going to give you results. You paraphrase that result, that is, you put it in your own words, simple and straight to the point, and put it down. That is what you're going to be writing there for what the skill is about. It's not something that you have to write many paragraphs. Just 1 or 2 sentences to capture what the skill is about is okay, because you're going to be writing around 600 words, so you don't have to go into detail. Okay, just make it brief. So the first is what the skill is about. You just write about just 1 or 2 lines of sentence what the skill is about and close it there. The second section talks about the demand, and this demand / competition for the skill tallies with those who need your services / skills after training. So that is all about who needs the services that you are going to be rendering after you've acquired this skill. I am using the example of welding. So if you are a welder, who will need your services? Who will employ you? Okay, who are you going to be working for? Because the essence of acquiring skill is to work. So who are going to be your clientele? Who are going to be the people who will need your services? So you have to mention those people, as many as possible, who will need the services of the skill. And you talk about the demand. How much of a demand is there for the skill? Like, how many people really need this skill in a community, in a state, in a nation, in the world? How many people need this skill? You don't have to actually mention so thousand number of people. Rather, you say that based on the number of people who need these services, it shows that there is a wide variety of need. There is huge demand for the skill. So you also mention if this skill is competitive. Is it a simple skill that just anyone can learn, thereby making it less competitive? Or is it a skill that is a bit difficult to learn and not many people are going into it? Or is it a skill that so many people are trying to get into? That is where you talk about the competition for the skill. So basically, you are talking about who needs the skill. You mentioned the people that need the skill and the availability of job. Is there jobs for this skill? After you've learned this skill, are there jobs? Of course, you will know whether there is job for the skill by the number of people who need the skill. So that is what you're going to be capturing in this section. Don't worry, I'm going to show you an example that you can see exactly what I am talking about. So that's what this introductory section will talk about. Like I said, you would explain what the skill is about. Second thing is you will talk about those who need the skill. Then you talk about how competitive the skill is. Then you talk about, which is also about the job availability, and then you state the monetary value of the skill. On average, how much does someone earn if he is to render this skill? You can always check this up on Google. These things are there on the internet. You just check how much does, let's say, is a plumber. How much does a plumber earn in Nigeria? How much does a plumber earn working as a self-employed? How much does a plumber earn working for a company? You just bring in the values, the monetary values, the amount. You state them there based on what you get from the internet. Okay? And also based on what you know or what you feel could be the monetary value of the skill. So this section captures the stats on what the skill is about. It captures the lucrativeness of the skill. It captures who needs the services of this skill. It captures the availability of jobs, and it captures the monetary value of the skill. Currently, how much is paid for this skill. Now, in the second section of the article, we'll talk about the areas of specialization. Okay, so what are the areas of specialization? What are the things? What I mean is, what are the things that you will learn when you go for skill training, when you go to learn this skill? What are the areas? Now, all these are on Google. For example, let's say you want to learn sewing. You want to learn sewing, you go on Google, you're going to just type what are the things to learn in sewing training, and Google will bring out those things for you. You copy them, paraphrase them a bit, and list them. I'm going to show you an example, so don't worry. Now, the duration of the skill. This is also on the internet. You just go on Google and type in how long does it take to learn, let's say, shoemaking, and Google will show you in Nigeria. Whatever you are writing, let it be focused on Nigeria. Okay, let the focus be on Nigeria. How long does it take to learn shoemaking? For instance, assuming you were writing on shoemaking, how long does it take to learn shoemaking in Nigeria? And Google will give you the answer, and you write it there. Now, prospects of the skill. This talks about how to make money with the skill. How will you make money with this skill? Which is where you mention the people, your clientele, your prospective clientele, which of course, whatever skill that you want to learn, someone else has learned it and they have written something on it. It's already published on the internet. So you can just go online and then look at the prospects, which is how to make money with the skills. Will you make money by setting up your own business? Will you make money by working for a company or for a business or for an individual? Will you make money by teaching these skills to others? Will you make money by creating products with this skill and selling them to people? These are the areas you can make money with any skill at all. So you have to just list and explain briefly how someone will make money with the skill that he has acquired, and also state some stats, some financial figures, rough amount of how much one can make by rendering this skill to people. That is what this section is about. Is about how to make money with the skill. Call to action is where to learn the skill. Where will you learn this skill in Nigeria? There are many places that you can learn a skill. Let's say you want to learn how to repair phone. Now, if you want to learn how to fix phone, you can go to a roadside guy who is fixing phone to learn. For instance, I went to fix my phone the other day and with my friend, and he has an apprentice who just started job, to learn the job with him. And that is one way. Another way is you could learn the skill by going to a school that teaches that skill. You can learn the skill online. You can learn the skill from a friend. You can learn a skill. There are so many ways to learn any skill. So that's where you are going to capture where to learn the skill. You list and explain briefly where to learn the skills in Nigeria. Now, like I have said, whatever you're going to be writing is going to be maximum, let's say minimum just 600 words or thereabout. You shouldn't even reach 700, just 600 words or so. Briefly, everything is going to be brief. Now, let me show you an example. Alright, so this is what I did, so I will just show you. Now this one is detailed, and the sense is because I'm using it for explanation purpose, so that's why it is a bit long, but yours is not going to be long like this. So I did this so that I can show you what I just showed you here. Let's say for the overview. Now I said that the overview will talk about what the skill is. This is why this place it talks about what the skill is about. Okay, it talks about what the skill is about, and then just to make it a bit sweet, it talks about the job areas that the person will be engaged with. Now you don't have to really write this at this point unless you want to, but then when you have explained what the skill is about, the next thing you will talk about according to this outline is the demand or competition for the skill. Now you talk about those who need the skill and the job availability, which is what I captured here. Now I captured here the jobs that the person will be doing. These are the people that needs this skill. All right, so you can just pause the video and watch what I've done here. Then I talked about the monetary value of the skill, those who need the skill, the competition for the skill, and every other thing that you need to know. You can just read here and you pick some points. This talks about the duration of the training for the skill. You can read this. This is the outline for the skill scope, what the person is going to be learning when he goes for training. Now this talks about the job prospects, which I talked about here. Okay, the job prospects of the skill. So you can see here I talked about the ways the person can make money from the skill. I even stated some figures here. All right, then I talked about where to learn the skill in Nigeria. So what you're going to do is you will pause the video at each point and go through this and learn what I have showed you. I believe if you go through this and you watch this video maybe twice, you will have a full grasp of what this job is about, and then you can take it up from there. Thank you.